What is going on? I'm Zedmod. You know the drill. Code Zedmod in every single Supercell game. One commenter reminded me yesterday, thank you very much. Code Zedmod also works on store.supercell.com. Anyways, we are going to jump into Warships. Had to quickly check on the back end if it was shop.supercell.com or store.supercell.com. Regardless, do go check it out. Its store, by the way. We are gonna get into warships now. My warship has not been doing very good at all, and that is because I was sitting in the 6 engine room level saving up tokens. Anytime you have tokens saved, it's a bad idea because you're dealing with players who have spent more this away. So I was saving stuck right about here. We're going to switch to yellow, which is the color of visibility. Everyone else was spending back in here. I was saving, and now we have finally gone and spent our way up to there. A little bit confusing because the heavy chopper looks like we're unlocking heavy chopper there, kind of like back in here. Slightly different though, getting that heavy chopper boost. I don't have Bombardiers or Seekers, although Seekers are very tempting at the 7 engine room level. There are 2 different paths that you need to be very aware of, that you probably are aware of. Number 1 is going up to there, getting Remote Defib. Probably not the answer for this account. I'll explain more in a second. The other choice is obviously going up there. It's like 285 tokens you need to save to get up to here. I think it's 265 to get to here. So I'm going to show you 2 different accounts and explain a little bit as far as what you need for that remote defib. Now, with remote defib, if you don't have Bombardiers, you're probably going to have a bad time. So that's why I mentioned I probably chose the wrong account to go offense with. My other account, I'll show you in a second, we went defense with. My remote defib is going to bring back heavies, which is not super duper ideal, but we should still be able to speed our attacks up a little bit. Even if we're just using it as critters, it'll give us some sort of oomph. First off, apologies for my 7 engine room hits. They're going to be bad. And because this base does not have shock launchers, does not have extra prototypes, we're going to have a bad time. On these ones, I like to send something. Ooh, I haven't faced a base like this in a little bit. We are going to send our heavy. We're going to send we're going to send 1 extra heavy chopper. We're going to go something like this, sending you guys over here. And now I could just use that remote defib to try to keep that boom cannon from eating up all of our heavy choppers, but don't need to worry about that too much. We're going to get rid of that. Then we're going to send these guys back here. Now this is where I'm going to use remote defib. It might seem like a waste of GBE, but now we are going to get some troops to distract all of those cannons, give our heavy choppers a second to get out front, and now we can go something like this, dropping you over here and you here and getting going. Used too many heavy choppers. Should have used only 3. Wasn't really sure about what I was going to do back here though, but we managed to get it sorted. So now that that's happening, we're going to send Bullet off to this right hand side. Not even close to enough damage at this shore, but we should still be good eventually. Gonna take us a little bit of extra time. My barrage is maxed. That is something that as you're waiting to get to 7 engine rooms, that is what I would focus using your upgrade tokens on, is getting those gosh darned barrages maxed. Now, I also could have used these guys right here. Definitely shocks, very appealing. Very nice to have shocks going. Forgot about those, was more focused on that remote defib for whatever reason. But now we've got this 2-pronged attack. We've got rocket choppers there. We've got rocket choppers here. and we're being pretty quick, to be completely honest. Definitely quicker than I've been in the last little bit. Getting those shocks, getting those remote defibs out, I should say, trying to get us a little bit of extra troops as that flare gets onto that final engine room. 1 minute 56. That is a very quick time for 6 engine rooms at the diamond level. Our opponent is probably going to be very quick as well, but now we got to wait for them a little bit. Not sure if that was me being skillful with shocks and remote defib, or it's just that I've fallen down so far into 21 that struggle bus is real. Anyways, we're going to jump to the other account. Waiting for the opponent to finish was not really gonna be a thing. As you can see, 297 tokens. This one's fallen even farther. Lost over 100 stars. Not ideal at all. Again, win-loss, not good at all. That's partially just because I lose all motivation when I'm saving. I don't know about you guys, but it's partially a skill issue and partially just a motivation issue. We are going to go all the way. Yes, we are going all the way to the right-hand side. Gonna build a base. I won't make you guys stick around and watch that as I ramble on, because I probably screw up the name of the band. I'm not even going to say it. We are going to throw the doom cannons out there. I was really hoping that lasers were going to be the answer, like lasers with damage amplifiers, but all intents and purposes say that it is the double sky shield and the double doom cannon. I wish they would have thrown two, like, over. Can I see that on the screen? Yeah, I wish they would have like doubled up so that you could see the second doom cannon there as well, because getting 2 Protos in one node. This is the first time we've ever had that, I think. Although back over in the other choice nodes, wherever the heck those are, I guess we don't get to see the fact that we get 1 or 3. So that's probably just me being silly. We are going to pick up all of these pieces, including both of our trophies. I'm going to build a base, and then we'll come back in a second. Okay, this section alone needs some review. We've got 2 sky shields with a doom cannon, a shock launcher, a critter launcher, and then some more stuff. Yes, you can flare back there. There's a little spot where you can flare, but that critter launcher plus the doom cannon and the shock launcher going to be ugly. I have already fizzled against one base like this. I am not one to scout, and then this doom cannon just ate up every single one of my troops. So we will be checking if we can BART out that sky shield. You can see that the shield has 50,000 health. If we look at our artillery, that's going to give us 62. That's going to give us 14. So we're looking at in the neighborhood of 2 barrages and 4 artillery, something like that. Anyways, moving on, continuing to build the base. Just wanted to point out this. There's also some shock mines and things back there. So that is going to be ugly. 7 engine rooms looking up. Now, one more quick note. The reason why you hold off going to 7 is all of these ramps. It is so much more open than the 6 engine room base. This left-hand side becomes viable. This right-hand side fully opened up. So that is part of the reason why you hold back. And I talked about saving to upgrade your barrage. I then upgraded my shock launchers. Adding that extra bit of health means that people have to use even more GBE to get rid of your shock launchers. Yes, Tick 4 gives you the maximum build count, but max level shock launchers have 33,000 health when compared to other buildings. They've got the mostest. So shock launchers, a good investment of tokens as well. I am going to go back here. Very lucky I noticed that. I find that when I get into like unlocking new things, I forget to go back and upgrade things. So we are going to upgrade our shock bomb. I am going to go on a limb here and throw into the maximum health of my critter launchers as well. They do a bit of damage with their bombs, and on top of that, they also will get a bit more health. So we've got max shocks, max barrage, max building damage. All of the good things don't have max bullet though. Something has come up over and over again. First it was rocket launchers back here, then it was building health over here, and then there was, I don't even remember what was next. Getting critter launchers to tick 3 maybe? Regardless, Bullet still at tick 4, probably should get him to tick 5 at some point, but this base is definitely coming into shape. Now, wanted to give a shout out to Skywalker, to Luke. This base is a copy of theirs. So Luke, thank you for building this base. I don't know if you built it or someone else, but I'm copying it off you. So big shout out right about there. It's, if you're building a base and you're not giving people credit for it, shame on you. I guess the average person doesn't, but even on Discord or Telegram, I am a stickler for that, trying to give people the credit where they build in the base. I don't build the base. We are not going to upgrade that GBE to max because as you can see there, it is 330,000. That GBE back there on my radar. Also, but I am going to bump these up a little bit. Medkits to tick 3 is very cheap, and I'm finding that my Bombardiers, I'm throwing like 3 medkits at them at times out of sheer panic, and so getting those up a little bit should help us in theory. Okay, base is built. Finding all of the mines and shock mines fairly straightforward. One shock mine tripped me up. It's right behind that statue trophy, whatever the heck it's called there. Let's get in. I'll do one hit on this. Not super confident that things are going to go well, but at least we have all the defenses, and I'm very, very, very curious to see how fast people are going to be. I am somewhat nervous we're going to run into a Seeker player because Seekers have been running rampant on the 7 engine room level, I should say, but that would be a good demonstration as well. That Seeker bonus node, boost node, whatever the heck it's called, definitely interesting twist. Wanted to show one more thing. I have brought this up a couple times by accident. If you click on the name of the season, you get this screen up. So I know everyone knows what's going on with this season, but for next season and previous seasons, I've been like zoomed in building a base and all of a sudden this pops up. So if that has popped up for you, that is why. It's all because you're clicking on the name of the season, bringing it up at will. I like the fact that that's there. I was definitely perturbed as far as why it kept popping up. We are going to get a 7 engine room base. This person went the same path as us, except for they only have 50%. We've got 50%. So, yep, same stuff. We've got more building damage. They have 0% building damage. We talked about Seeker players. This might be one of them. The fact that I've got 100% building damage over here, they've got 0% over here. Little bit unnerving. My 7 engine room attacks do come back. They will get better. Right now they are garbage. I am going to go down to 4 boats simply because of the fact that we now have shocks. Getting a flare out because flares are super important. That way your troops are not going to go off the deck. We're going to get this and this and this. That flare expired. I think it might have. So that's going to be bad news bears for us on this left-hand side, I think. Nope, Bombardiers stayed down. That is great news. Now we're going to get our barrages out, trying to save bunches of GBE for later. We're going to send Bullet over there. I don't even know what the heck we're going to do with that hot pot yet, but sending him over to that right-hand side seemed fairly straightforward as far as where the heck he could be most useful. And speaking of most useful, I hate critter launchers. We're going to shock them. Probably overkill on using GBE to shock them, but like I said, I absolutely hate dealing with critter launchers. Bullet got shock knuckles. I thought he had taunt, screwed that one up. a little bit, but not a big deal at this point. Bullet doing a bunch of good stuff for us. That shock blaster not a factor yet. Probably will be in the next little bit, but those, whatever the heck those things are called, no, not getting artillery out like I would have liked. We're going to shock the boom cannon on that left-hand side. Shock blaster not doing anything scary at this point. Just hitting our heavy choppers, which is exactly what we would have liked. Getting all of the things. Let's get this four-way shock, maybe? Maybe? Nope, missed it. I don't know if we can actually get that critter launcher in that shock or not. Gonna keep going with Bullet, though. Bullet and his shock knuckles, we've got it. We might as well use it. Taunt, probably better in this instance. Taunt gets expensive. Shock knuckles gets expensive quickly is what I was trying to say there. Not doing a great job of speaking, though. Watch this. Bullet's gonna shock knuckles. That shock actually shocks his own troops. Need to be a little bit careful of that. One of his abilities, which can be detrimental to your own stuff. We are let's use those new medkits we got unlocked. Medkits doing a little bit of good. As soon as that machine gun goes down, we're just going to do our Hail Marys, get our troops going towards that engine room. Then we'll get our next flare out. 3, 2, 1 now. Decently quick. Probably should throw a barrage before talking about how quick we are. Sitting there with wasted GBE, not super duper smart. Smells like a fizzle. Smells like me. Yeah, it's a fizzle. That is great news. I have not seen a fizzle in a long time, so very excited about that. I've been playing a bunch of crib lately with my daughter who is 10, and she skunked me. She went around "Hey, Mom, does Dad stink? Dad doesn't smell very good, does he?" Which hurt a little bit. It's one of those moments where it hurts, but you love it at the same time. Getting skunked by my 10-year-old. I'm pretty good at crib. We don't play with muggins, though. That is where I still can beat her if we were to play with muggins, helping her a little bit here and there with her counting. But bottom line, got skunked. We skunked that player. I am going to leave this video right here. 7 engine rooms, definitely do it, but probably want to go the defensive route over there. That is going to be better for the masses, most likely, but this right here, if you've got Bombardiers, is also very appealing. Didn't get much against 6 engine rooms, unfortunately. Would like to have crushed them. Showing you that all hands on deck. Matchmaking was probably going to give us a 6, but nonetheless, nice to have a 7 fizzle as well. That is going to be it for me. Do come back tomorrow for more warships. My attacks will be better. We'll probably try and mix in some of those beautiful ladies, the Shockeneers. They do great with laser rangers. Anyways, keep that submarine diving. Keep using code ZMOD on the Supercell shop. store.supercell.com and in-game. I'll talk to you soon. Like and share and comment and all the rest. Like I said, comments #1. Thanks for coming in, spending some time with me. I'm ZMod. Peace.